two old guys in the records, one old guy for now. Sydney's lockdown restrictions are almost over. Freedom Day is just around the corner. Mike and I decided long ago to press on and provide you with some fun segments about our love and our passion for our records. Welcome to Top 5 Tuesdays, where I look at my favourite top 5 singles. The catch is, I've had to have bought them. I have to have them to show you that I've got them. So it's not just about views, it's about show me the money. Yes. And today's episode, we're looking at one of the biggest bands ever to go on stage or in the studio. Arguably 4 very, very talented musicians. They pushed boundaries in every which way. They sort of fused all these styles, but no matter what style they did, they had their signature sound. And of course, one of arguably the most charismatic performer, lead vocalist ever to sit on the stage. I'm talking about none other than
Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me.
Queen. Yes, what a super band. Roger Taylor on drums, John Deacon on bass, Brian May on guitar, and of course the late Freddie Mercury on vocals. What a super band. Now, of course, my top 5 is going to cause a lot of talk around, but don't forget, I've had to have bought these. So here we go at number 5. Number 5, Radio Gaga, from the 1984 album The Works. You can't get more anthemic than this. Yes, the title gets you, Radio Gaga. That was inspired by Roger Taylor, his young son at the time, who said to her, Radio Gaga. And he sort of thought, here is a child saying this, Radio Gaga. And the title gets you initially. And you think, what's this all about? But when you read the lyrics, they are actually amazing because they look at the once powerful radio and how it's being overtaken by television. And let's have a look at some of these lyrics where he says, at everything I needed to know, I heard it on the radio. Because everything, whether it was drama, whether it was sport, whether it was news, it was on the radio. And he sort of said, you had your time. You had the power. That was the power that it had. But then it sort of says, how music changes through the years and it's being overtaken by television. And then no wonder he says, radio, someone still loves you. Oh, what a line. And I love also the film clip where the band is imaginary going through Fritz Lang's Metropolis movie from 1920s. So much ahead of its time. It's very dystopian, and yes, all we hear is Radio Gaga, the crowd, very, very dystopian world. At number 5, Radio Gaga. That went to number 2 in Australia, number 2 in UK, and number 1 in 19 countries. Amazing. At number 4, One Vision, another Roger Taylor song, but I chose it because I wanted to hear Brian May's guitar work. He is such an incredible guitarist. But this looks at One Vision. It was inspired by Martin Luther King. I had a dream, yes. I had a vision. And of course, it's such a rock out song. It became the opening for so many of their tours and so many of their concerts. One Vision, because it's just a great song to get on stage with. And of course there is one flesh, one bone, one religion, one voice, one hope, one real decision. Okay, so all that. But there is a bit of anguish in the song where he says, about the illusion of the dream, where he says, look at what they've done to my dream. Yes. Okay. Now, right at the end, the climax where one vision, one vision, one vision, right at the end, fried chicken. Okay, so here is the band having also a little bit of fun. Again, what an anthem. You can imagine being in a stadium and listening to Queen and coming on with this song. Switched on. Queen. Number 4, One Vision.
She's a killer queen, got bad eternity.
Number 3, Killer Queen, off the 1974 album Sheer Heart Attack. It went to number 2. This was the Queen's first US hit. I love it because it's rock meets cabaret. You love the signature harmonies of the band. It's about a high-class call girl And what Freddie said later on, it is looking at, the upper class, that they can be whores. And, you can see, she never kept the same address, fair enough. And whether it was a party organised by Khrushchev, the General Secretary of the USSR, or President JFK Kennedy of the USA, this person is a political whore too. So yes, it is this fusion of rock meets cabaret. It's got the harmony, it's got the rock, it's got that signature Queen song that's coming through, and that's my number 3, Killer Queen.
And another one gone, and another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey.
Number 2, another one bites the dust. What a bass line. It's been used, it's been remixed, redone, whatever it's been done to it. One of the most famous bass lines ever. Now, John Deacon was inspired by Chic's Good Times to write this. Now, and it was actually Michael Jackson, who was visiting one of their concerts, who heard the song and said, this is amazing, this has to be a single. This is good. It's a bit disco-ish, yes, but he was, Michael Jackson was saying, you've got to do some songs that cats can dance to, and it is really danceable. Now, did you know that this was used for CPR training because it was at 110 beats per minute, and you can imagine, dun, 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 dun. Now, I'd probably kill someone doing that, but anyway, it was the recommended compression rates at the time. So, at number 2, another one bites the dust. Number 1, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. You're probably saying to yourselves, why? I'm being very sentimental. This was my first single as a child from Queen, and after 41 years, I still listen to it. I still think it's amazing. So it is off the Game album. It's called Rockabilly, but it's got this Queen signature. I think it's a great pop song. It went number 1 in the USA, number 1 in Australia. It is a tribute to rock and roll. It's a tribute to Elvis Presley, Cliff Richard, Sir Cliff Richard, and they reckon Freddie Mercury wrote it in about 5-10 minutes, and Freddie Mercury plays guitar on it, which is also amazing. But it oozes cool, and the cool comes out also in the film clip. What it shows is they can take any style and they can make it their own. This is a Queen song, yes. Now, you love the lyrics, this thing, and the harmonies. This thing, call love, it cries like a baby. Yes, it is. It's great. And I kind of like it. It's a crazy little thing called love. Number 1, Queen, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Yes. So that is my Tuesday top 5 on Queen. I'll see you next week with another top 5 Tuesday. Don't forget to send in your comments. What do you think of Queen? What were your favourite songs? Which singles you bought? Send in those comments. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and share these episodes with your friends. See you next Tuesday.